Can Ukraine feed Europe? What should be done to generate profits and attract foreign investments? These issues will be resolved when land reforms are fully and finally implemented in Ukraine.
В цьому році ми аграрії України зробили більше на 6 мільйонів.
This year, the harvest of Ukrainian farmers has grown by 6 million tons of grain crops compared to the previous years. That's almost a 10% growth. It is very important to let people around the world know that besides other achievements, Ukraine can be proud of its agricultural sector. Few people know that a third of Chernozem, black soil, in the world is in Ukraine. We have incredible potential. Currently, Ukraine additionally feeds around 150 million people around the world.
50 мільйонів людей в усьому світі.
It is mostly about organic products, as healthy eating is now a global trend, and Ukraine also follows this trend. In order to attract more foreign investments, the latest technologies are being introduced in the agricultural sector.
Органічна продукція зростає небувалим.
The demand for organic products is growing at an unprecedented pace. Our place in organic production in the world, which is a current trend, will be significant and in fact already is significant. This is thanks to our natural resources and the hard-working farmers in Ukraine.
І працьовитих людей, які працюють в Україні.
Land reform is vital for the Ukrainian agricultural sector. Without implementation of such reform, Ukraine will not be able to reach its potential in this field. The fact that many farmers have been given private ownership of plots of land is definitely a positive change. However, for more than 15 years, landowners have not been able to sell and farmers haven't been able to buy. The Ukrainian parliament has repeatedly extended the temporary ban on the sale of agricultural land.
Зараз ситуація яка? 75%
At the moment, 70% of Ukrainian land plots are privately owned by about 7 million citizens of the country. However, those people have limited rights, as they cannot freely buy or sell their land. Experts have different opinions about this issue. Some believe that only leasing land is appropriate. Others argue there should be an opportunity to sell public land. As Ukrainian MP Oleksiy Mushak says, about 10 hectares out of every 30 hectares of land in Ukraine are state-owned, so only time will tell which of these options is the best for the Ukrainian agrarian sector. At the first stage, we suggest that the government sell the land. After that, from 2020, the market will open up for individuals and legal entities. In essence, this is for large capital or for all interested buyers. And it seems to me that it will be a great investment into the Ukrainian land, as it always brought a good return. What is more, our people are hard-working and well-qualified specialists in the agricultural sector. However, before the introduction of the land market, the financial viability of around 40,000 farmers and over 10,000 agricultural enterprises must be ensured. They should have the financial wherewithal to buy the land they are working on now. This will help prevent an illegal takeover, in the opinions of international experts.
Надо время, во-первых.
This takes time. Firstly, one needs to see the conditions. Secondly, to date it is very difficult for farmers to get loans from commercial banks. Why is this so? Because banks are not ready to risk their capital, and at the same time, farmers cannot mortgage their land plots due to their lack of trust in the banking system. If to speak about land reform, the principle of trust is the most important here, says Jean-Jacques Herve. Trust is the source which helps develop the sector and attract more foreign investments. And to compete with European farms, Ukrainians should use leading-edge, state-of-the-art technologies and search for niche products.
Наразі українські фермери вирощують більше технічної.
Now Ukrainian farmers mostly grow industrial crops, corn, soybeans and sunflowers. And for the Ukrainian agricultural sector to become more competitive, farmers should look for their niche on the market. It can be organic production, berries, fruit and gardening. Niche products make small farms highly competitive and give them the opportunity to earn good money. Industrial crops are not for small farms.
Маленький фермер дійсно може бути конкурентним і дійсно може заробляти кошти.
Есть очень хорошие предприятия в Украине, которые
There are really good enterprises in Ukraine, which are even more efficient than European ones, as they, in the end, turn a profit due to the rational use of resources. What is more, it is technologically cheaper to run Ukrainian enterprises. And that is why there is competition now, even if no one wants to recognize this fact. Small enterprises, which should be enlarged, compete with each other as well as with large ones.
и очень крупными здесь.
The question arises about the rights to buy land, how much it will cost and how big land plots will be. But everything will be decided only when the process of land reform implementation is completed. This will likely happen in 2020.